Amazon has done it again. Not only are they one of the largest online retail sellers of the world, they are now deeply involved in the financial industry. Their software and cloud capabilities have set new standards for Wall Street and their financial advisors and managers. Their AWS Amazon Web Services are currently one of the leaders of the planet Earth with their cloud services. In this video, we're going to be covering a brief history of Amazon and their current amazing, revolutionary products and services that are leading us into the future. And the future is now. Secondly, we're going to be covering some of the financial fundamentals of the corporation and the reason why you need to be highly invested in this company. And in the third segment of this video, we're going to look at technical analysis. We will implement proven strategies, successful strategies used by some of the greatest traders and institutional investors of the world. I've been trading and investing in the stock market for over 25 years now. I respect and appreciate your time, so let's get right into the video. From online bookstore to tech giant, Amazon was founded by Jeff Bezos in July 5th of 1994. The initial name was Cadabra, then changed to Amazon, launched Amazon.com. Books only at first, but that also changed. In 1997, they did their IPO with the ticker symbol AMZN. And in 1998 to 99, they expanded into music, DVDs, electronics, and toys. And in 1999, Bezos was named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Now in 2002, they launched Amazon Web Service, the AWS. Now from 05 to 07, Amazon Prime launched 2-day shipping. Kindle e-reader launched the ebook revolution. And in 2011, Prime Video begins content expansion. 2012, they bought Kiva Systems, warehouse automation. Now from 2014 to 2017, they launched Alexa and Echo. Prime debuts, acquired Whole Foods at $13.7 billion. And from 2018 to 2020, AWS becomes the top cloud provider. Prime Video competes with Netflix. Amazon stock market cap briefly exceeds $1 trillion. Incredible. During the COVID pandemic, they hired over 500,000 employees. E-commerce, AWS, and Prime usage exploded. Jeff Bezos steps down in 2021 and Andy Jassy becomes CEO and launched Luna Cloud Gaming. Now in 2022, they acquired MGM Studios for only $8.45 billion. They've also made many advancements towards the healthcare and the pharmaceutical industry. Now in February of 2023, Zoox Autonomous Vehicle Services began operating as an employee-only shuttle in Foster City. By June 2023, this service expanded to Las Vegas. Then they plan to roll out paid public operations in San Francisco in 2026, and then the rest of the world. Now currently, Amazon Web Services, AWS, plays a central role in the financial industry. Some of the major AWS customers include JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Capital One, Citizens, Starling Bank of UK, New Bank of Brazil, Timo Bank of Vietnam, Trust Bank of Singapore, Time Bank of South Africa, BlackRock, Liberty Mutual, AIG, PaySafe, Vanguard, MasterCard, S&P, Dow Jones Industrial Indices, and this is just to list a few. Okay, so now let's take a look at the fundamentals of the company. We're going to take a look at some of the numbers, and this is the reason why. We just looked at the segment of who the company is. Now we're going to look at the reason why. And after the fundamental segment, we're going to go into technical analysis, and this is going to tell us when to get into the stock. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. The market is closed. Amazon closed at $227.47. If you look at this 25-year chart, this company has made a lot of people a lot of money. Now, you are going to have pullbacks throughout certain periods, and when we go into recessions or we go into consolidation periods, these are major opportunities to buy in a company such as Amazon. When we look at the
year range, the 52-week low is $155. The 52-week high is $242.52, and we're currently resting at $227.47. So we are creeping towards the all-time highs. And what we want to look at here is the market cap for this company is $2.4 trillion now. It's going to be challenging for this company going forward to grow at these exponential growth rates anymore. Now, this is a solid company. They make a ton of money. They have a lot of assets. We're going to take a look at a couple of financials. And then also we want to look at this volume, 41.6 million shares traded per day. We're going to use this volume when we look into the charts to see when are some good areas and buy points for this particular company. And then we also want to take a look at this here. The PE ratio is currently at 37, which is considered to be high for a company that's this large. When you look at 2020 compared to 2024, so in 2020 the revenue was $386 billion. The net income was $21 billion. And when you fast forward to 2024, we have the revenue at $637 billion, the net income of $59 billion. Now, when we look at year over year, the revenue of 2024 was $637 billion, and we are up year over year 10.9%. The operating expense is $243 billion. We are up 4.24%. And then when you look at the net income, right, how much money goes in your pocket? 94% increase year over year. We have a net profit margin of plus 75%. These are definitely good numbers. The total assets in 2024, $624 billion. The total liabilities is $338 billion. And when we look at the cash and short-term investments of 2024 is $101 billion. Year over year change, that's 16.62% increase. The total assets have increased to $624 billion. That's a year over year of 18%. Now we're going to take a look at the charts to see when is a good time to get into this stock. We're currently looking at the Amazon company closed today at 227.47. Is when you take a look at, this is a 20-year monthly chart. This company has made a lot of people a lot of money. This area right in here, this is 2022 bear market, and we've fully recovered, reached all-time highs of $242.52. But then let's zoom in a little bit. We had the beginning of the year major correction, and then with the tariff reaction, we had a major meltdown and it pushed the stock all the way down, which is actually a good opportunity to get into this stock. So we want to get a little more granular, and we want to look at a 5-year weekly chart. So when we come up to here and we look at this 5-year weekly chart, here's our downdraft, and as you can see, the company has been doing very well. The stock has been doing very well. But what we want to look for in buying into this company, look at these pullbacks that tend to happen. All stocks have characteristics. All stocks are going to have major meltdowns, and all stocks are going to have a pullback. So right now we are currently in a major incline. We are pushing towards the all-time highs again. So we want to give this a little bit of a break. The stock is currently extended. What we want to do is we are going to zoom in. We want to look at the moving averages. So when we look at 10-day is the black line, the 21-day moving average is the purple line, the green line is the 50-day, and the red line is the 200-day moving average. As you can see how they're all stacked on top of each other, this is a very positive signal in the stock. And as you can see, this stock has done well from the lows of 161.38. The stock is currently extended. What I would like to see is this stock is more than likely going to push towards the all-time highs again. But if you're looking to invest in this stock, I would wait for you to scale in at the 21 and the 50-day, and you can scale in at the 10-day moving averages. So let's say if you wanted to put in $10,000, you can scale into a position of $2,500 at the 10-day moving average. You can also set a limit buy order at the 21-day moving average and also the 50-day moving average. And then what you want to do now is we're going to set key support and resistance areas. This here is going to give us resistance going forward. This area here is going to give us a level of support, and that's 214.84. And as you can see, that's hovering right at about the 50-day moving average. You're going to have a level of support here at the 208.27 range, and at the bottom of this range here, the 197.85. So I would currently wait for the 10-day moving average, and then the 21-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and save the last position to enter into the stock on a major meltdown. The stock market is currently extended, so we want to wait for the stock market to pull back, and when it does and it has its correction, it should pull back in the 10 to 12% range, and that's when we want to scale in with our last position on this.
We want to hear from you. Comment below what's on your mind. Is there a company you would like us to take a look at? Please keep in mind that we have a lot of stocks that are currently in the queue, but we will certainly add you to the list, and we would be honored to perform an analysis for you. So one of the first things that you want to do when you're performing an analysis on your company or the market is you want to look at the market in general. What is the breadth of the market? What kind of condition is the market in? Are we in a bear market? Are we in a bull market? Are we in a consolidation period? We are currently in a strong bull market, and we're not going to try to dictate when this bull market's going to end, but we are going to be careful because the market is extended, but we are due for a correction, and these are buying opportunities. The market is strong. Also, what technical analysis is going to do for us is it's going to help us with our percentages of probabilities, our percentages of possibilities, and it's going to help us with our percentages of profitability. Always remember that the information is time sensitive and changes minute by minute. If you'd like to stay informed on the latest, greatest stocks and stock market analysis, subscribe to the channel and comment below what's on your mind. And always remember that it's not about timing the market, it's time in the market.